you beautiful people. I am Tori Lynn. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is another Halloween costume video. I decided to become Coraline for Halloween this year. This video is a little bumpy when we get to the hair, but it was still fun. I really enjoyed this. I like the way it came out and the outfit's super cute. So if you guys want to know how to become Coraline for Halloween, if you just love the movie, then keep on watching. Let's get into it. Jumping right on in, I'm gonna start with my skin with the foundation. I have already prepped and primed and done all the goods to my skin. So I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade, what is this, 120. And I'm gonna be using a brush to apply this. I'm gonna be using the Morphe M6 brush, and I'm just gonna pump a few pumps on top of this. Then I'm going to apply it to the face. When I use a brush, I typically like to take my beauty sponge and just buff out any lines or streaks that may be in the foundation. The brushes usually do a pretty good job, especially if they're clean, but I like the look of it melted in just a little bit more, so. Concealer is our next step. And I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Porcelain Beige. I'm just going to go in and put it in my normal areas. Today I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder to bake my under eye. I tried this out in a earlier video, one that should already be up, and I do really like it. I did have some issues with my bronzer, but I don't know if that was the setting powder or if that was the foundation that I wore, but we're going to test it out again today. This is only my second time wearing this setting powder. I'm going to go ahead and bake up like I normally do. Coraline is one of my absolute favorite Halloween movies. It's super cute, kind of creepy, but I love the movie. And it was made by an animation studio here in Oregon, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to toss on my brows, and I will be right back. I threw my brows on. Coraline has pretty thin brows, so I made sure not to get too crazy with the arches or anything. Just kept them as thin as my brows can go. To me, she's probably pretty young, would be my guess. She probably doesn't wear a lot of makeup. So as far as the eyes go, we're not going to be doing any shadow or a ton of liner. We're just going to keep things pretty simple today. So I'm going to go back into the skin. I'm going to dust away that baking. And then I'm going to go in and set the rest of my face with that same setting powder that I used just a minute ago. Skin is set, so let's go ahead and bronze up. I'm going to be using the NARS Diffused Bronzer because I want it to be pretty soft. I don't want anything real strong. So I'm just take my favorite bronzer brush and just go in and bronzer up. For the cheeks, I chose something a little more corally. I feel like she's got pretty natural looking skin. She probably doesn't have any makeup. I went with one that's kind of makes me feel childish, this really bright corally color. which is actually one of my favorite blushes. And I'm going to go in, just give a nice blushy cheek there. And my favorite thing to do is blush up the nose. Now, I saved the nose. We're going to come back to the nose here in a minute, just because I feel like I'm going to go into a little more detail than I usually do about contouring. For highlight, I want to use something fairly simple, not too striking. I'm going to go in with my glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the shade called Summer down here. It's a very pretty but pretty subtle highlight. It's not like my Luminizer or Flexitarian. And I'm just going to do the typical areas. And I feel like she's got a pretty pointy little chin, so I'm going to add a little onto the chin as well. So now I'm going to go back into the nose and do some nose contouring. She's got a really long, skinny little nose, so I'm going to get a little more precise with my contouring. I'm just going to take my brush that I use every day, but I'm going to get really close up to the bridge of the nose because I want it to look real skinny. I want it to appear really skinny. So really close up to the bridge of the nose and really deep into that brow bone. Now, she has a really pretty little pointy nose on the end, so I'm going to take the other end of this brush and I'm going to put a little product on it, and I'm just going to go right over the back of the bulb of my nose. Just going to give it a little more of a pointy look. And if you want to get real crazy with it, I'm going to go back, I'm going to grab my Mary Luminizer from the Balm, and I'm just going to take my finger and put a little bit right on the end there. Will help it stand out just a little bit more. Moving on. So she has freckles. Obviously, I don't have freckles. We put foundation on to make freckles, or to cover up any freckles that I may have had, which I don't. I'm gonna use my Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia. I use the shade Taupe for my brows, and I'm just gonna use the same shade to do my freckles. And I'm gonna be grabbing a gel liner brush, this really fine tipped brush. I'm gonna be using this to apply that. So she doesn't have a ton of freckles. She really only kind of has a few on each cheek, so I'm gonna just dip this in. I'm gonna go in with a real light hand. I don't want this to be like coated in product. Then I'm just gonna go and make random dots on the cheeks. Nothing real strong or heavy. We want them to still look natural. So as you can see, I just did a few, nothing really crazy. And I'm gonna do the other side. If you want them to be a little darker, you can just go in with a little more product and a little heavier hand. I want my freckles to stay fairly light, I think. If you get one like I did over here that's a little darker, a little heavier than you're wanting, just go and dab it with your finger a few times. You can dab all of them if you want. This will help diffuse the product just a little bit more. And then I'm going to go onto my nose and I'm going to do a few right on the nose here. Sometimes they're too diffused or too strong. If they're too diffused, just go back over it another time in that same spot and it will kind of bring that product up a little more. And that is it as far as my freckles go. I'm not one of those people that gets crazy with the freckles. I'm not super talented with the fake freckles. I just like to add a few little dots here and there, although this one on the nose is a little strong for me. So I just took a little bit of setting powder over that one in the center to kind of get it to calm down a little bit, because I feel like it is really strong, a little stronger than I was anticipating. Let's do the eyes. Like I said, not really doing much to the eyes. I'm just going to grab this Trestique eye pencil, in the shade Santorini Black Sand. And I'm just gonna go and tightline that lash line. This will, if you wear falsies, make it easier to put your falsies on, or it will just make our lashes look a little bit deeper, a little darker, a little fuller. And I'm only gonna do this to the top lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face down, kind of set everything in place now that our skin is done. And I'm gonna be using the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray and spray her down. Then I'm gonna go in and finish up the eyes with my mascara. I'm using the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. And just coat those bad boys. So I think because Coraline's got some pretty big eyes, I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm going to tightline that lower lash line. That's just going to make our eyes appear larger. For the lips, I'm going to use this Maybelline Superstay 24 color in the shade 041 or Committed Coral. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. She has real thin lips, so I'm not going to go and overdraw. I'm not even actually filling in my full top or bottom lip on the edges. I'm just going in real thin. And I've never used this Superstay before, but I believe that you're supposed to go in with the other end and coat over it to make it last. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, and this is it for the makeup, but we're going to go ahead and do the hair. I also have a few accessories that I'm going to show you. But I guess I'll start with these accessories. I have made these little button earrings. I bought the earring hook and these little black, actually they're fairly big black buttons, at Joann's for a couple of dollars, and then I just threaded some string through one of the holes and through the bottom of the earring hoop, and it took me longer to find the earrings in the store than it took me to make these bad boys. So really cheap, really simple. I didn't want to go and do the button eye look because that's more complicated than I was looking for. This is something I'm probably going to wear to work on Halloween, so I wanted something simple, but I wanted to add a cute little touch of Coraline. So now we're going to do the hair. I'm going to take my hair down, and I have not tested this out yet, so you're going to be along for the ride with me for that. I grabbed a couple products at Target. This one is the Hide and Eek Boutique temporary spray-on hair color, and this, I don't know if it gives me a shade name or not. It's just blue, just blue. And then I found some Frightful Nights Kai Blue Temporary Hair Color Styling Gel. So I thought maybe I could add some of this into it if the spray didn't work enough. And then to finish off, as far as accessories go, I'm going to clip in this little dragonfly hair clip. She's got one in her hair. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be wearing this shirt for the costume. So I went ahead and pulled out a kimono robe out of my closet that I have not ever really worn. So I do not care if any spray gets on it. I don't know how messy it will be. I haven't used, dropping it. I have not used one of these sprays since I was a kid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my hair out. I just have it pulled up into a little ponytail thing right now. I'm just gonna brush out my hair. Her hair is straight, so if you want to actually straighten your hair, you can. I just leave my hair what it's been for the last few days. It was curled at the very beginning of the week, and then it's not curled anymore. it's kind of flattened out. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Her hair is shorter than mine. I did not feel like buying a wig. I wanted to use my hair just because, like I said, I'm wearing it at work all day. A wig would just be itchy and irritating. Her hair is shorter than mine, but I figured mine's short enough it would work. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm kind of nervous and excited to see how this goes. So it says shake well before each use. Prep, it says use and store at room temperature. To prevent staining, place a towel over surface in contact with spray. After applied, keep hair away from clothing and furniture. Use only in well ventilated areas and avoid inhalation of spray particles. Directions. Shake well before and during use. Hold can upright 10 inches away and spray from side to side in short bursts. For best color intensity, apply light coats and let hair dry in between application. For removal, it just says remove as much color as possible from hair with a brush, then shampoo thoroughly and rinse with warm water. To remove from skin, rinse with warm water and damp cloth. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the little sticker off here that says shake well before use. And I'm gonna shake it pretty darn good. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Pop the cap off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start spraying, I guess. I'm gonna make sure my coat is closed here. Strong smelling stuff, let me tell you. Touched it, instantly turned my thumb blue. Good to know. I need to take a break and go open a door or the window. Whew, it is smelly. So we're getting there. My scalp is gonna be blue for sure. I don't know how to do the ends without getting it everywhere though. Like, I feel like I need to go outside and do this. Whew. Oh, right in my ear. Honestly, I feel like I would suggest having somebody help you with this. My hair literally feels like a rat's nest right now. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. Who knows? I feel like I want to use my brush to brush it out, but I'm scared. Maybe doing this in sections would have been a better idea. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go ahead. So it's definitely blue toned. It's very splotchy and not the best coloring. If I went in and got my hair colored like this, I think I'd be real upset. I'm gonna grab the blue hair gel now and see if I could do something with that. This does say blondes are encouraged to do a test strip before. It says easily washes out of most hair. So my hair might be blue, which kind of, I don't know, kind of sounds scary to be honest. Like I shouldn't be using it. But we're doing it for the tube, guys. Doing it for the channel. So I'm just gonna take some on my hands. Probably a mistake, and just work it through my hair, I guess. See what we can get done here. Okay, so I think as much of my hair is blue as I'm gonna be able to do it on my own, I would definitely need somebody to help me. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off the hair by grabbing my little dragonfly clip. And I'm just gonna take the bang and clip it over like she's got it on the side of the head. Honestly, rethinking the blue wig a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and I will be right back. Guys, so here is the costume. I just bought a simple yellow raincoat. Bought this at Marshall's for like 20 bucks, I believe. And then the only shirt I owned that was striped that was not white and black was this shirt from American Eagle, which is in my outlet mall shopping haul. And then for shoes, I'm going to be wearing just jeans. And then for shoes, I'm going to finish it off with a pair of rain boots. I do not have yellow rain boots. I only have this pair of black ones. So these are what I'm going to wear, but that is going to finish off the look. Obviously, if you had a Coraline doll, that would be super cute to carry around with you. But this is the look, you guys. I got my little earrings and my little dragonfly. This is it. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bumpy ride, but we're here at the end. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below and hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Bye.